Hey, this is Eric Redbeard, and you're listening to Count It Out.
You are listening to Count It Out with Mike and Tyler.
Well, we are live, pals, and welcome to another edition of the Bill Apter Seal of Approve Count It Out with Mike and Tyler. My name is Tyler, and today I have the utmost honor to welcome back to Count It Out a former Ring of Honor World Champion, former TNA Tag Team and X Division Champion, currently an agent for the NWA. He is a Hall of Famer. He is the notorious 187 Homicide. Homicide, welcome back to the show, my friend.
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Doing great, man. Doing great. It's such an honor to talk to you again. I have so many things I want to talk to you about. I want to talk about some things that you're doing in the world of wrestling, some things that you've been doing in your past, maybe some things in your personal life a little bit. But let's
Yes,
start. Let's start with some work that you're doing right now with the NWA.
yes.
You've had some great moments inside the ring with the NWA and in your professional wrestling career, but you're doing a lot of work behind the scenes with the NWA right now. You're currently an agent as well, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes. It's kind of funny because back in the days I wrestled two great guys, and it became something that I really dislike. Just guy put me a church in the head, and I did something behind the scenes, and they told me we need somebody like you, like a leader. I'm like, well, that's the way I am. I'm a leader. I'm not a follower. I like to pick the business, and they told me we want you to be an agent. Now, mind you, this 2019 back then, and I'm still here. And I thought, like, man, I gotta retire. I gotta give it up. Like, I don't want to do it. So I got a couple of advices from Irvin, Ricky Morton, all these legends, and they told me your body is wearing down. I think you should take it. And I took it. Not gonna lie, it's the best thing I ever did. It's way better. I got a backup. After wrestling, I could be a producer full time. I want NWA to be skyrocket to be just like the level, like WWE and all the wrestling. So it's good. I'm very happy. Teaching people, that's my thing. I've been doing this since '94. I've been coaching '96. I've been doing everything, helping on low. So behind the scenes, I'm grateful. It's a blessing. I'm learning new things.
So, like, what's the day like for Homicide as a TV taping for the NWA or an event for the NWA as an agent? What kind of things are you doing? What's like the typical day-to-day process as this job?
Well, I want to be, the key is different. I want to be different because we watch television, we watch independent, everything is the same. So I want to be different. If you're a junior weight, cruiserweight, everybody thinks it's high flying. No, I want the storytelling. A lot of people don't know what that means. So I want to prove to people storytelling, we make money, and also your rating goes up. So I want to be different from everybody. That's my key.
Is there any talent that you're working with that you really kind of click with and that you enjoy working with that you are enjoying teaching?
Oh, there's man, a lot of people. Kermine was one. Kobe Carino, that's another. That's kind of funny because I hate his father, but that's a different story.
A lot of
But,
history there.
yeah, lots. But it's cool. Kobe, Kerry, mine, Rena, Alex Taylor. We got new guys coming in. I guess they put me in a different position. So I'm doing a lot of heavyweights and tag teams. We have Wrecking Ball, Jay Bradley, was the Blunt Force Trauma. We call the Doom 2.0, but they're great workers. But as right now, Kerry Martin, Kobe Carino, all the junior Alex Taylor, he's a champion against myself because I wanted to be one of the greatest champions of all time. So it's pretty cool. It's really cool. I never
Yeah.
thought about this.
That's awesome. I know somebody that I've worked with. I do some ring announcing on the independent scene in Ontario here in Canada. And somebody I've done some work with is with the NWA now. That's Taylor Rising. She's doing a great job there as well. So
Yeah.
it's cool to see just how big the NWA is getting. And it's cool to see that the NWA's got a couple big shows coming up here. I want to talk specifically about March 22nd in Alabama. For fans that have never experienced the NWA live, when they buy a ticket to see this incarnation of the NWA, Billy Corgan's running the show. We got veterans like you there, all these great talent. What can a fan expect to see when they're paying money to see the NWA?
Like I said, it's very different from every product you see on TV. People call it old school. We do it our way. We want to be different, but you're gonna see assignment. You're gonna see a lot of things. You're definitely gonna see. You're gonna see great workers, great talent. But like I said, the queue is different, and you're gonna see a lot of great stuff.
Awesome, man. And the NWA, you can check them out. They're all over. You can see them on YouTube. If you're not in the area, you can see them on like the iPay-per-views and IWTV, all that fun stuff, man. They're everywhere. They're taking over. Their champion currently is Tom Lattimore, correct? And
Yeah.
what do you think about the work that Tom's been doing lately with the NWA?
But Tom is a great world champion. I've been since 2019. So we had champions Nick Aldis, Jack Zane. We had great champion EC3, Tom. I just trying to stuff like as always. I'm a hardcore baseball guy, and I'm a Yankee fan, and we think Garrett Cole is our ace. So the Yankees need to protect this man. That's the way I am with the NWA. Tom is our ace. He's the guy. So we gotta protect, seriously, especially me because I like to protect people. So Tom's in good hands right now.
So, Homicide, you've been doing this since 1994. You've created some incredible and amazing moments over your career. You've had so many heavy-hitting matches. I want to get a little bit more personal with you if I can right now. And I'd just like to talk to you about how you're feeling physically right now. How are you holding up? I know we've been talking off air a little bit there. There's some issues that you kind of want to address. Can you kind of give us some health updates on what you've been going through lately?
Yeah, first I'm very lucky that I'm walking because some of the guys like I never think about it. I just go with the flow. I've been doing this for 30 years, no breaks. Every weekend it's just the work. I can make my money. But right now my joints. What happened is that I got some kind of issue with my brain. I don't know what's head trauma, concussion, because I had so many. They told me if you get more than 8, that's a problem. Well, I did. Not only that, when I got it, I flew. I always remember this that I wrestled in Chicago, and I forgot about promotion. I'm sorry, but I know that my head got split. I got a concussion, so I can't say right. So I got knocked out. Went to the hospital with Eddie Kids and Loki 3 in the morning. And I told them just staple my head. I don't care. Forget about drugs. I need to see my kids. I need to go home. The mind you, it's 3 in the morning, Chicago. No medicine. They stapled me in my head. I got knocked out. Then I flew in the airport in the plane 6 in the morning. They told me you cannot do that because the attitude is gonna put a blood clot in your brain. I didn't listen, so I did it. And mind you, I did it so many times. The years later, I'm noticing I wear glasses now. My vision is bad. My right eye, it's been like I don't know. It could be a boxing thing. I don't know, but it's bad. My joints, my shoulder, my elbows, my toe. It's been really funny, and especially my speech. I don't like the way I talk. So years later, it got worse, and I went to the doctor who was telling me you cannot get knocked out, concussion, and get in the plane. Then I got 3 broken nose. I never been here. So I take this spray. I forgot what it's called, but it's a spray. and I put it in my nose. They told me that's bad. So now telling me the sinus infection went up, not down. It went up, and I got a cyst in my left side of my brain. And I'm confused, but I know something is wrong. So I've been watching like people like doing death wrestling, just pro wrestling and headshots. Be careful, man. Especially be doing this more than 20, 25 years. Be careful. A lot of people be like, screw that, I don't care. I'm telling you, man, like right now, the way I feel, I'm very blessed. I'm happy that I'm walking. I'm seeing my children. I'm married, got a wife, but I hate the way I talk. I take my frustrations in the ring. And people be like, wow, Homicide, like, you still got it. I really don't because I'm really angry. So it's becoming very emotional thing to me. So I tell people get yourself checked up. Wrestling's not fake. I hate when people say it's fake. It's not. We go through a lot of BS. And for myself, I love this so much. I did it since '94. So imagine '94, I wrestled in Brooklyn. ECW came. The first person I saw in ECW was Sabu because I thought McMahon didn't like big guys. So I saw Sabo doing flips. Everyone wants to be Mick Foley. I want to be like Sabo. And I did what I did. I did block parties, heavy twist shots in the head. I did ridiculous stuff. Because you're young, you're dumb. That's what it is. You do stupid stuff, you're young. Not everybody, but to me, I was young. I was playing stupid. And years later, ECW closed down. I wanted to get in. Brenda Verde came in, and it was a hard hitting, strong style, all Japan, Memphis, and NWA style. So I got it on there, and I was small. I hate bullies. I cannot send out a bully. So I felt like the big guys was bullying me. So I I just hit them hard. And it just felt that I'm like Taz from BCW because small guy, but he don't mess around. That's who I am. I'm a small guy. Nobody mess with me. I'm a team player. And after that, Tine called me 90, I screamed 2005 because we're best in Puerto Rico and we clicked. He told me we need you doing this new project. It's called the Latin American Exchange. And I'm like, let's do it. So I did it. I was in TNA for like 5 years. It was one of the best experience ever. After that, the independent just travel everywhere. From New Zealand to Australia to Japan, Puerto Rico, Mexico. I did everything. But I tell people, just get a checkup. I did blood work, the commissioner stuff. But your brain is like your heart, man. It's very, very important. And right now, what I'm going through, I'm very lucky because I'm still standing. I work, it's a little bit different. But things like promos, I gotta be careful when I wrestle because I got some advice from Minoru Suzuki. He was telling me, "You're a bear. Let them come after you. Then you grab them and do what you want to do." And I've been doing it, and it works. Usually, I go after the guy, I do my dives, I do everything I could to win. And now it's like, let them come to me, because right now I feel like I hate the word veteran, but that's the word. I'm a vet. So let them come to me. Try to beat me. And when I grab it, it's a wrap. It's over. You got to challenge it. It's the challenge. Like, I'm not one of those small guys. Oh, Homicide, he's drunk. He's smoking like weed. Yeah, okay, whatever. And when you wrestle me, I'm telling you, it's a challenge. So I've been telling people get a checkup. It's no joke. I don't care. You're the biggest star in the world and hardcore wrestling. Look at Terry Funk was my idol. He got a checkup. Mick Foley, Catchy Jack, he got a checkup. A lot of those guys who does hardcore, but also pro wrestling because some like Stan Hansen, even Miro Suzuki, they all got checkups. I didn't, so I'm paying the price.
So I know that you are taking care of yourself right now. You have said that you just said that you were going to see doctors. Have they said anything to you? Have they given you any indication of what's going on with your head at all, or?
Well, it's really confusing because first telling me like I might have a tumor, I might have a cyst, but I got something. So as right now, they give me it's kind of crazy. They gave me psychiatrists because it's depressing. It's frustrating. So they give me a psychiatrist to talk to, a radiologist, a nerve blocking, no speech therapy, read books, the basic simple, no pills, nada. Nothing right because we're gonna see where I'm at right now.
Hmm.
They
Now,
said that I got worse or technically I really don't know. It's like a confidence level. I really hate the way I sound. And my balance is out of control, but I can still work. The reason why, because I love this crappy business. So it's crazy, it's really crazy.
you have such a love for the business, and you've accomplished almost everything that you can in this industry. You've really been everywhere. You've been all over the world. You've been world champion. You're a Hall of Famer. What's driving you to continue? Are you being advised by the doctors maybe to think about retiring from in ring? And
Yeah, that man. So many of my friends, I saw like Terry Funk, but he always said, "I'm gonna retire." So I did that like 7 to 8 times, but I was burned out. Now it's become a medical thing. So they did telling me like, "Yeah, you're done. You got to retire." Then I feel doctor don't know nothing, But my friends are telling me that. My personal friends, my family, like, need to let it go. So one day I just sit down thinking about it, and I never thought in my wildest dream that I've been wrestling for so long. I travel all over the world. So Eddie Kingston told me, "Do you know you've been wrestling for 30 years? Do you know you did this? You teamed up with Kenta Kobashi. You wrestled Miro Suzuki. You teamed up with Yuya Kiyama because I'm a big Japanese monk, whatever you call it. But I also, like, I wrestled Jerry Lynn. I wrestled Dull Boy. I wrestled Kurt Angle. Like, I did the things that people wish there was in my shoes. I never thought about it. Then I realized, oh my God. But I realized that in the ending. Then I was like, I think I'm looking listen. I think I'm kind of done. So this is my tour, if you want to call it that, my end days and physical. Yeah, I'm done because my life is more important. My health is more important. I got a daughter. I need to pick her up, and right now I'm not feeling good. So I need to end it and be a full-time producer.
yeah, I was gonna circle back to that. It seems like you have this great thing with the NWA where you can still be in the business and not put that damage on your body and give back and teach the young people. Is that helping at ease with all this hard news that you're getting to have something so great with the NWA like that?
Yeah, it's really helping me. Billy Corgan is Billy Corgan, Pat Kennedy, Sam Diamond, Dave Lagana, because he's only got me a job. But Billy Corgan was like, I need homicide. And I'm like, why you need me? But I know who I am. And it's a blessing because I'm learning the little stuff that people really don't know. And I'm getting better behind the scenes, producing, coaching, TV stuff, like I'm learning. And I got a big props to Billy Corgan and Simon Diamond who give me the ball because I want to run with it. The only thing is, it is a shoot. I feel I should wrestle. I really don't know why I'm not wrestling no more at the end of it. Like, I've been joking around. I will bury anybody for that company, you know. I will kill them all. But I really feel they need me behind the scenes. Like, it's almost like a football team. They want me to be the defensive coordinator. So, okay, I'll be that, you know. I'm going to put guys on that map. So I'm really happy with my man. I can't complain. I really, because like I say, like wrestled for so long, never thought about it. And people like education, even Harvard Jr. told me something yesterday that was really meant to be like, it was really cool, man. And be grateful for what you got, man. But you did everything. The only thing I never did is the other way and walk to Tokyo Dome. That's the two things I want to do because I grew up in New York City. I always want to wrestle at Madison Square Garden and also Tokyo Dome. I never did it. And I'm like, man, the Young Bucks are very lucky. Same to AJ Styles, Ken Omega, you know, people like MVP, the wrestle with MSG. But I'm good, man. I can't complain. I wrestle New Zealand. Seriously, I'm from Brooklyn. I got for nobody. And went to New Zealand, to Japan. So I can't complain.
How how are you doing personally with all of this? It's a lot to take in, man. And you know, you're such a strong guy and a fierce competitor, and this is just a lot to take in. Are you doing okay personally, like dealing with all this?
um, of course, I'm a human being. It's sad because I feel like this is what I could do, but you need to understand. That's key. Understand. If you don't understand, you don't get nothing. Um, but yeah, it is sad. But do I gotta get it? I got to understand what's coming from right now. And being legend is the one coolest thing ever. It's a new life. So if I did 30 years of wrestling, I could 30 years of producing.
Absolutely. You're very blessed with the career that you've had for sure. Now you did kind of mention that you were you're saying that this is gonna be it. You're kind of doing your little tour. Do you have an end date in mind? Do you have is there gonna be anything kind of official, or are you just gonna go out the way that you want to go out? Have you put any thought into any type of retirement match?
Well, I love to do that, but of course it never happens. You know, there's a couple of things that do. I'm a fan, and I'm not. What's the word what I'm looking for? Like trying to go off on Kurt Angle and Hogan. I think his name is. I'm sorry, but Kurt Angle is wrestling that's last match. I don't know if he picked that or the company picked that, but I think that Kurt Angle shouldn't wrestle his last match the way they want it. So when I seen that, I was like, I'm not gonna get everything what I want. So I'm going with the flow. The vision I got is a big venue. Like perfect example, I did a show at GCW, the Lords of the Botanic Hall in New York City on the 19th of January. That's supposed to be my last show. But of course, the New York Athletic Commission kind of destroyed the people motivation, everything with the show. Everybody saying, oh, the booking, the right. No, it was those greedy mobster because that's what I call them. They the mob. And I'm from New York. I've been dealing with that for years. They don't want to destroy the company. By the way, GCW, I wanted to have my last match at that show, but I was like, nah, I think that is not. And I wanted to have a big venue and go back to like one of those independent, low quality. I call them a hood show. You know, those very low quality, but that's why I started. So I wanted to end it on that. But I just go with the flow right now. Like I wish I could wrestle every city that I wrestle at. I made promise to Marna, who's a promoter from Australia. So I wanted to go to Australia because that was like a country that I worked for. Of course, GCW, Game Changer Wrestling, because Brother Dog to me is, he's not like a corporate boss. I know him for years when he was a referee. So it's kind of different, mutual respect. So hopefully the 15th of February, I wrestle maybe for the last time for GCW because I think I deserve to wrestle at his company, and maybe say for the last time, like I'm done, and go somewhere else and do other shows for that time and become a producer.
Yeah. So you're kind of looking at that February 15th show with GCW as being one of your last bookings then? Is that what you're saying?
I wa- But they're doing like a Super J Cup, more like a lightweight cruiserweight. But I'm hearing things like it's gonna be like once non tournament match. But I think that day, the 15th of February or 16th, might be my last show for that company. There's
For
great guys.
GCW. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, if the fan in me could speak for a moment here, I did notice that a certain individual named Gabe Kidd is on that show as well. And I personally would love to see you and Gabe Kidd get in the ring together. He's setting the world on fire right
oh,
now. He's such a respectable opponent for your last GCW show for that. I think that you deserve for everything that you put into the business as well. You've got a history there with, he was responsible for hurting one of your good friends, Eddie Kingston, breaking his leg in a match, right?
yeah, yeah.
Is Gabe Kidd somebody that you've been keeping an eye on?
Not to mention, yes, but I think Gatekeep is the savior in New Japan when it comes to Gajis or the firm. We got people like Steve Williams, Stan Hansen, even Bruce Birdie. Um, look at Ken Omega, AJ Styles. I think Gatekeep is part of that group right now. He's the one that, matter of fact, I seen the match with him and Ken Omega, the great match, and I saw Tanahashi like crying in the booth. I think he was really crying because wow, he really picked it up. We got an ace in our company, and not only a Japanese wrestler, but we got a guy from UK, one of my favorite countries. Also a Gajin who's going to Japan and take care of. So I really think Gay Kid is the perfect guy for me for that show.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to see that. So I know Brett Lauderdale's probably listening right now. Brett, let's get this match going here. Let's give the people what they want to see. We want to see Homicide and Gabe Kidd on February 15th, the GCW for sure, right? You got some
Yeah,
revenge. You got some revenge to take out.
not doing the tournament. I'm not doing the tournament, so it makes sense.
That's a big match. That's a big match to put on. You know, you mentioned the last GCW show at Hammerstein Ballroom, and I'd love to talk to you a little bit about that because you've been spending a lot of time at the Hammerstein Ballroom lately. We'll get into your other appearances at the Hammerstein Ballroom in a minute, but let's start with GCW here. You were right before you were the second match on the main card there. You were going to be in the six-man tag, but unfortunately, in the first match, we saw a terrible injury happen to Ali Catch. Can you kind of take us through what was going on backstage after that happened? Because it looked like you guys kind of were in limbo out there waiting for a commissioner to come back or something. Like, what was going on during all of this craziness?
Well, first of all, speedy recovery for Alicam now.
Absolutely.
It's a freak accident, nobody's fault. She got taken to back. I had no clue what's going on. They told me to go. I went. I had my team, my opponents. Suddenly, the referee said to me, "We gotta wait because the commissioner needs to watch the match." I was okay. Now, mind you, that was 5 minutes. Then 10 minutes later, he was saying like, "Oh, we need like a microphone to stall it." So God bless Kurt Martin because he is Martin. He got a microphone and yeah, he just turned up. And the referee came up to me again, told me they're waiting for the EMT. Now, mind you, in the venue, you gotta have a stretcher. You gotta have the ambulance and parked right beside the corner of the building. There was nothing. This girl was dealing with pain right now. And the commissioner was kind of like fucking things up. I saw one language, but
No,
I
go
was
ahead.
really mad about those guys. Now there was one guy, no backup. So that one guy was out there taking out the cat, was waiting for him to come back to the building and just basically watch the show. So like about 10, 15, 20 minutes, the referee was telling me I think they're gonna close down the show. And I snapped. And I went to the stage. We couldn't do physical. All the referees try to block me, and it was chaos out there. We had a match. I'm happy we got the Major Ray in the Hall of Fame because
Absolutely.
that was a big surprise. He didn't know nothing about it. We go to the back, we find out what happened. And to me, it was bullshit. It was corny. Like, I really think, like, the commissioner or somebody for New York came to GCW and just messed the show up. No, and everybody did 110%. They did the thing. It was great. To me, it was a great show because think about it. It ended like about 12:31 in the morning. And maybe it was half of the people was there because, New York trains are really bad. Park is really bad. It also was snowing. But that was there and it could have been better, but it was okay.
Yeah.
But commission was like, oh, man, there should be no commission.
Well, that's got to be extra frustrating for you too, because you were just telling us like you were thinking about making that your last match, and all that happened, and the commissioner's getting in the way. So yeah, that's got to be extra frustrating being in that situation.
Yeah, but I feel like they're doing a good job, and that
Yeah.
was the big test, and for that they're gonna upgrade their sellers right now. So I thought they're gonna have great shows. They're gonna have great news. Think about it. Every weekend they're somewhere, like they're coming from France, past France. They came from France. Like I knew wrestling was over there. They came from London. Now I'm doing the show in New Jersey. They go back there. They're always on the road. So, brother, in this school, they're busy. It's a good thing for them because you got to be busy. But that ballroom is a big test. It's like, okay, you trying to put us down. But right now, we're going to take over the world. And that's what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there was a lot of tests in that Hammerstein Ballroom show too. We saw, I guess PCO had a little bit of frustration with TNA Wrestling in there, and he kind of was smashing up the belt there. Did you happen to catch any of that when it was going on?
They told me about it. I had no clue about that. So I had no clue, but they told me I was like, oh, okay, I guess it's worth it because I like TNA, but people are very different when it comes to the business. I'm very different, PCO. So he was really mad about the company. I don't know what happened, but hey, man, I hope it works on you.
Absolutely, yeah. We'll have to keep monitoring that situation to see what goes on. I'm sure that was pretty chaotic backstage with everybody being like, "What's going on here?"
Yeah, because I was like very okay. Like, I don't know, tell you, I'm worried about myself. And so when I heard about that, I like, man, I hope it's good for you.
Well, I mean, that's not the only time we saw you in the Hammerstein Ballroom recently either. We saw a very surprise return with the AEW's version of Ring of Honor there. We got you in there with your old Rottweiler buddy, Rocky Romero. How did this appearance come together? That was a lot of fun to see you back in there with Rocky.
Man, it was some confusing. I always want to tell this story like I don't care no more. That's the problem I got right now. But I keep it real. I don't know if you get it. But the original plan was me and Chris Jericho. And Jericho called one of the talents, Johnny Homicide Somber, because I want him to come to the ballroom. He's doing the Kid New York character. So I think I'm the best guy to go over there and to wrestle him. So what they told me, it's supposed to be Jerk to get on the microphone. I'm the Kid New York. Nobody can be me. I come out and boom. We have my match. That's a Sunday. This happened on Saturday. So what happened was the kids in the building, said my highs, thank yous, everything. And Rocky told me we teaming up. I guess QT Marshall and Gentleman from his crew. So I was like, okay, I'm laughing because I already know it could change every last minute. Then I wrestled on a Saturday, thinking I wrestled on a Sunday. So I'm like, I'm okay with that. So Sunday came in. Chris Jericho came up to me and apologized. Dude, don't apologize to me. I know the game. Thank you for thinking about me. Seriously, because he's the one that say, what Homicide's doing that day? Let's give him a call. Like, that's kind of cool that you're thinking about me. And a good or bad way, you're thinking of me. So I still got to thank you for Chris Jericho for doing that. But I feel that I should wrestle Chris Jericho. Like, listen, I don't care. I'll put him over. I don't give a damn. I'm still over. But I think myself and Chris Jericho would be way better than the new plan they had. And mind you, the guy they wrestle, I got props from. I forgot his name, but he's not like clean. But he's a great guy. But I really think me and Jericho is better. But people got different opinions about their company, their television. So I'm doing this. I'm gonna keep it shut. I teamed up with Rock Romero. We had a Rock Order reunion. I had one of the biggest ovations pop ever. It was so cool. And to me, it was more like me come back to Ring of Honor. Because Eddie Kingston told me this, that I did every era of Ring of Honor. I was the beginning with Gabe, with Supercoli, he was the booker. And Pierce, he was the booker. Hunter Deliveries, he was the booker. Now, Tony Khan. So
Wow.
I did every era of Ring of Honor.
I
And
never thought of that before. That's awesome.
yeah, and to me, like, I love the little things in life. And wrestling, I got these major things that happen, but it's the little things that count to me. Like, I was talking to my brother one day. He was telling me, yeah, one day I did a return from teenage wrestling. And Sting was there. Sting. And he came up to me. He was like, hey, kid, welcome back. And walked away.
Wow.
That was so cool.
You can never take the fan out of us no matter what, eh?
So what Jericho did, because dude, I'm a fan. Like even though I'm at Homicide mode, but I'm really a fan too. On the low. So when Jericho wanted me to come to Ring of Honor, all the rest in Baton Hall, that was I'm grateful. I'm blessed. But I do feel it should have been me and Jericho. So it is what it is. That's the way it is. It could change last minute. So
It's a great story to be told there too, because you're a former Ring of Honor world champion. You're a Ring of
yeah.
Honor original from day one. Like you're one of the pillars of the company, man. When people they called it Ring of Homicide for fuck's sakes, you know what I mean? Like, let's get it in there. I'd love to see you in Jericho. I think that would be a great opportunity for everybody. It's a win-win-win.
Yeah, it's one time. That's it. I don't need no program. A few, I wish a few, but just need one time. So that day happened, I was like, man, that should have been me. But it is what it is. It's cool.
Did you hear any reasoning why they changed it, or just change and that was it?
No reason. Of course, I was laughing, and I feel like I was mad, but though I'm tired too. I've been through this game so many years. I saw so many changes. It's all good. But my opinion, it stays. And my opinion says that it should have been me and Jericho. I'm not going to the boss because he gave me this TV platform, a great payday, everything. So he's a nice guy. Tony Khan is a really nice guy. So a lot of people put you know, the BS on him. He's a cool guy, even though he should have been more of a business type of guy. And people don't understand that. Be a dick in your business. Don't be a nice guy.
Absolutely.
You know, but it is for that. I'm so happy. Made my return to Team with Rocky. I'm happy, so I can't complain.
So during the course of our conversation today, we've talked about some pretty heavy duty things and we've talked about some pretty fun things. I'd like to lighten the mood a little bit. I want to talk about one of your good friends, CM Punk. And that famous video that CM Punk has out there, that interview he does where he's pretending to be you to Gabe, the Kojima, the lariat, right? I'm sure you've seen it 100 times. You get asked about it all the time.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Did you laugh? Did you get a moment to sit back and laugh when Punk actually worked Kojima on AEW? And I was there in Toronto, and he was doing that in the match. Did you see that?
I already did, and actually, like, I was, I was really speechless because they call me D. So he did the Larry, this is you, D. So I was like, oh my, I can't believe he did that. To me, somebody's a good dude. He's a real friend. I don't get it why people say bad things. Like I'm minding my business, but to me, he's a great homie. He's a great guy. I like him. And I'm really happy that he's the man right now for WWE. But at the time that Marvin made that joke, man, I was laughing, man. Now, mind you, it was a guy that I don't know. I'll be in jail right now. I'll be talking jail now. But when he did that, I was laughing because it was kind of true that I then went to LA for Summer Joe. I got drunk, and he knew that I love Kojima. That's why I do the lariat, the cutter, because one time a lot of people don't know this, they knocked me out. And I told him, Kojima, it's supposed to be a release in Billy Billy, not Magnum TA Billy Billy. He did that. So he said, sorry, it's okay. I'm taking all your moves. And he told me he could do better. And what I did also. But somebody does the closer, I catch it, and the cutter, that's from him. When I do the lariat, that's from him. But I call it Koji lariat, Koji cutter. But like I stole it, but I'm also shut him out. So when Punk did that, it's like we all knew. Because that's what we do. He's one of my heroes. So when he did that, I was laughing, bro. I can't. When he did that in Toronto, but and all the wrestling, and he said this of you did, all right, this mofo. I can't believe this. Bro, it was cool, man. He's a good dude. He's one of our homies.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. You've been pretty cool with your time. You got time for a few more?
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about what everybody runs back to. That's got to be one of the biggest moments of your entire career. You had such great matches with a person who's also seems like he might be getting ready to walk away, American Dragon Bryan Danielson. We got to talk about the night you win the Ring of Honor World Title. Take us back to that night and just what you were feeling as a performer, getting all that hard work in your hometown and of New York, just being rewarded with that moment for everything that you put into the business, and especially now looking back at that when you're talking about maybe calling it a quits this year. How special is that night to you looking back on it now?
It was really special. Like I said, I never think about things. But back in '94, all the way to 2006, people treated me like one of those guys in the bleachers. Like, what up? Yeah, Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, the American Dragon, CM Punk. All those guys was having that critic that they was here. I want to be on that level. And I could be on the give me the ball, I run with it. So give me that ball. That day when I wrestled him, I always remember I got to a building. And first was the Mass Center. First Monday Night Raw. So to me, that's a better building than the Lost in Battalion Hall. But that's another story. But I was marking out for that. Number two, Bryan told me, are you ready? I'm almost ready. When he said that, I felt like in wrestling we got so many egos, so many guys who's no team players. Like I'm not gonna put this guy over. I'm not gonna make him, but he did. He was a team player. But he knew like if I do this, I'm going to WrestleMania and get 2 belts. But I felt that he was a team player, so I'm very grateful what he did. In my hometown. When that bell rang, that was a legit celebration. That was a show. It was real. And to me, I felt like I finally made it. Even though '94 all the way to 2006, I was like, I need to be on that level. When I won that belt, I became that person. And that's when the phone calls, everyone was calling me. So I was like very honored that what I did in that building, that show, the company, the venue, just everything, because I finally made it. I'm weird. This time I made it. So me and Julius Smoke, we went to my party in the bar, and the bosses kicked me and Julius Smokes out. I can't believe it's my party and they kick us out. I just want the belt. I had a great celebration kicking me out. And then
Unreal.
that's what I made it.
I gotta ask about another crazy match that you had. Necro Butcher and Ring of Honor. The ring is full of chairs. Whose idea was this? How did this match come together? And what are you thinking? Having to work a match with probably 500-600 chairs in the ring.
So first of all, I got in trouble for that. That was a shoot. That was like, if you notice, you watch it again, I was at school and third chairs, they threw it. I gotta get a microphone and tell the people to stop throwing chairs. Because I noticed the promoter was mad at me. I'm good friends with him. But yeah, that was true because I wanted me and that. But the one thing that I didn't want to do a promo with the CCW against Ring of Honor because I want to do my own thing. So that was maybe the first time that I did some kind of angle with CCW with Butcher. And I know Butcher for a long time. He's a good dude, you know. I'm like, how I'm gonna do this in this company. So me and Butcher was like, let's call the ring, make it more natural, and we did. And I just go through the chairs in the ring. And I told Butcher, I'm throwing chairs in the ring. Do it. I'll be in the ring. When I get in the ring, just tell the people to do it. If it happens, it happens. Because he's a Christian motherfucker. And though I did it, I got in trouble for that. But it was a classic. That's when Breed of Homicide was born. So I'm really happy about that. And after that, that's when that was bothering me. The Office, Jim Cornette, Adipus, you need to be in the Ring of Honor CCW storyline. I didn't really want to. Not because I didn't like it. I think that's the hardest feuds ever. But I'm going to do my own thing. And I did it.
And then you ended up being the star of the whole feud at the end.
I never thought about it.
That Cage of Death is what an amazing night. That's one of my favorite matches of all time.
Don't like I was telling you, I'm on mark, bro. I told you to smoke. Dude, this is awesome. He told me, yeah, the pop. Get the pop. I'm doing something with Juicy Dillon and Jim Cornette. And looked at him like, what's wrong with you? Like, you don't see that. But that's how you know I am a fan of the old school because I did. So me just did. Jason Dillon, but did like a eye-to-eye standoff. Like, yeah, what's up, dude? Like, he's the manager of the Four Horsemen. That we talk about Jim Cornette because I told her, he told me, all right, you want the match? I'll give it 3 wishes. He hit it low-key. So I told him, I want low-key to come back to the company. He was, nope. And he spanked me like a newborn baby. He gave me a belt shot. And I told him, I'm going to receive it. He said, yes, you are. Then after, we had a few. A lot of people don't know that the Homicide and Jim Cornette feud started in that show.
Mm-hmm. Was that a cool moment for you working with Jim Cornette? That's a huge fan. Like, what was it like working with Jim?
No, a lot more. I learned great things about him. I know he got his own opinion. I love him. I think it's cool. I always call him my Christian white boy. He accepted, because he's a nut. But man, I was marking out for Jim Cornette because I could beat him up. That's on it. Like I'm doing something with Jim. So That was the highlight in my career.
Wow, yeah, and you guys spun that off in some good tag matches with you and Joe against the Briscoes and Cornette in their corner. Like those were really that was such a cool time period in Ring of Honor in general. But those were great matches for you as well, eh?
It really was, and God bless your Briscoe, man. The Briscoes, that they're my family. They good guys. Same thing with someone Joe. It's one of my best friends. And it's crazy we go out there and just call it. Just make it natural. We never thought about that we want people to watch us now. We want this company. We don't want it because it's getting better now. We get a lot of attention, like GCW. So we're not going to be getting a lot of attention. Okay, we're going to do something that people are going to come back. Oh, I like this. I like this little Puerto Rican, this Samoan, these damn boys. I like this, and they come back, don't want to see more. Because we want to deliver what we got. We did. Beat a home run.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're coming to the end of our time here. Really quickly before I start to bring it home, though, I gotta ask you about the finish, the Gringo Killer, the Cop Killer, the different variation names that you have for it. People know it as a vertebraker. How did you come up with this? Is like this is the move that I want to do. This is gonna be what's gonna put that check mark on Homicide, another like notch to my character. Where did the idea to start using that move came from?
Well, one time it was 1999. I was training Loki, and Loki. So there's one wrestler. Her name is Megumi Toya, and she did it. And he was telling me, "You gotta do this. You gotta watch this and do this, but do it your way." So I looked at it. I'm like, I need a green light. So I went to Japan to visit Awesome Card for All Japan Women's Wrestling. And she was there. And I told her my name is Homicide. I'm from America. I do this, do that. And mind you, this is 2000 and I think, yeah, 2002. No, excuse me, 2001. And I told her I'm going to tell all over the world. But I need permission for this move. And she goes, go ahead. And one time, a lot of people don't know this. I love metal. Everybody love hip hop, Latino. I do, but I love metal. And Body Count is one of my favorite bands. And they got a song. It's called Cop Killer. So I said, let me put that and put Vertebraker, but she called it the romantic something. Um, so I call it the Gory Special Driver because Gory Guerrero does the same move, but it does a submission. Imagine he slips right ahead, So I was watching Body Count. I said, let me call it Cock Killer. So I did it. Then one day I did TNA. I did AJ Styles. And my TNA was the ring announcer. And I did JJ, and he said, it's called the Cop Killer, but we cannot call it that. We don't call it the Gringo Killer. And I'm like, wait, hold on. I like white people. Why you say that? And it was, so now I got two names, Cop Killer or the Gringo Killer. And I spoke to Hamza about it. We're mad cool. It's one of my favorite guys in wrestling. We did a joke in Puerto Rico. He did the LAX. I did a hurricane picture. I didn't care, man. Like so many people, like I say, "Oh, how you feel about this? How you feel about that?" Man, I don't care. First of all, Vertebraker, that's a cool fucking name. That's a hell of a name. To me, it's graphic, Cop Killer. But everybody thinks I kill cops. My name is Hamza. No, I like Body Count. I mean, excuse me. Body Count, the band. I like the song Cop Killer. That doesn't mean that I got friends with cops, but there's so many cops. Well, you know what I mean. But yeah, my tend to call it Gringo Killer because we can't call it Cop Killer, but you call me Homicide on national television. So it is
Interesting.
what
Wrestling's such an awesome thing. So the hard-hitting question then is, what's the more devastating move? Homicide's Cop Killer or Shane Helms' Vertebraker?
I think Homicide Cop Killer. The reason why, Well, I would say back in days. Back in days, I didn't care. So it's like the germ public type of head. But the vertebraker, he protects you. So technically, now I'm older. He's more professional doing that. But I get scared now. So I never like doing the move. That's kind of funny because now I'm older. I'm like, man, I got a bad leg. So, combat's gonna hit me, because I hurt a lot of people. Not really hurt them. They deserve it. Because one time some people try to knock me out. I'm like, you better be careful. And I did the move on my neck hurt. Well, you shouldn't be stiff with me. But now I'm older. I'm like, yeah, I really don't want to do it. I just give it a color.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, man, this has been such a great time chatting with you. You've been so awesome with your time. The last question I want to ask you, I want to circle back to just a little bit of what we were talking about earlier. You've mentioned this is probably going to be it for Homicide going forward. There's not going to be a lot of bookings coming forward. It's safe to say 2025 is probably going to be your last year as an active performer.
Yes, absolutely, yes. This
So
last year. I'm thinking before March. But and rest you never know what can happen. But this will be I promise this will be my last year. I'm doing very quietly. A lot of people like to promote. This will be your last match. I rather be my last match in this country or this company, but not last match ever. Because you never know. But
absolutely.
yeah, my time is almost done.
So I want to ask you this, and then I'll start wrapping it up. What do you want the legacy of Homicide to be in the world of professional wrestling?
Um, Easy. I just want people don't give up your dreams. God, never give up. You gotta fight, fight, fight. I know you gotta go through things that you don't like, but just go do it. And I want people to know me like, man, that guy Homicide, he was a bad mofo, he was one of the guys that doesn't look like a John Cena, Randy Orton, even Roman Reigns. He was like a thug from the street, but he kept it real. He took that character gimmick, turned to real life because I'm my real life. But I just want people just don't give up. Even though it sounds a little whatever John Cena he says, don't give up. It's true. Some people having a hard time trying to accomplish their dream. Just don't give up, man. People see me as a villain. I'm gonna prove to you that I'm not. Yeah, I'm sure not. Now they got me. Though I really hate they coming to Kid New York, the Hall of Fame. I'm very humble. But those things is like I really appreciate Wasabi. That's operating. They call me OG. Now I really thought that this will happen. Now I got a medical problem. I gotta chill. I gotta relax. Because I say my health is more important. But the one thing I tell people, never give up. If people see a failure, prove them wrong. You could do it. I know I did. I'm happy. Even though I got some stupid thing in my brain, I'm happy about it did. So I made
Uh,
my peace.
Absolutely. And I can speak for wrestling fans everywhere, man. Thank you for everything that you've done for this business. But more importantly, too, I look forward to seeing what you continue to do as your role as an agent and what the future holds for you. Because, just because in ring might be winding down doesn't mean that you're done with the business, man. You've got such a great mind for the business. You love the history of the business. And any person that's with the NWA right now that gets to work with you or any future company that you do agent work with, they're going to be better off for it, man. So, for me personally, I know that you're not doing very many interviews right now, and I know that you're bringing your career down. This is such an honor for me to speak to you today and to have this type of a conversation with you. It's something that I really appreciate, and I just want to send you all the best, man, and nothing but the best for you going forward.
Thank you so much, man. Misa, thank you.
Awesome, man. Is there anything that you want to plug before we send this bad boy home?
Um, yeah, I'm very bad with social networking, but I got a T-shirt. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, yeah.
A good friend of mine, Jack Stain, he passed away. He's a good dude. Donations go to his family. Go to the NWAmerch.com. Tickets. They got some cool stuff. Of course, we got shows on NWA. The February 2nd or
Second.
3rd. Yeah, it's a Sunday. And also March 22nd. But go to the website, NWA.com. Also, Game Changer Wrestling. They're blowing up. They're blowing up. To me, I'd say this, but they are the next ECW. That's another story. but
Hey, you get the vibes from it, man. They got Sabu's last match coming up. They got Gabe Kidd coming up, which, hopefully we see Homicide and Gabe Kidd, man. I'm still pushing for it.
yeah, man, the show's coming out in Jersey, the 15th to 16th. Go, excuse me, go to the website, and hopefully I get that match with Gay Kid in Jersey, because everything is my last time wrestling for the company. Gay Kid is one of the guys. He's a savior for New Japan. I'm a big Japanese monk when it comes to culture, the wrestling, and everything. And also H2O, I'm wrestling that company. They're doing a show February 8th to 22nd of February. Battlefield Hoffa Jr. He's doing a show February 23rd. That might be my last match also for the company and also PA. And the main thing that I want to people like, get a checkup. I don't care who you are. If you got the spirit of Terry Funk and Mick Foley, God bless you. That's good. But nobody is Superman. We all humans. We love this crappy business. We get hit minor and major. Like, I don't know if you notice it, my voice is different. I tell people, get a checkup. I don't care if it's blood work, joints, get your head checked, get your heart checked, get something. Because you want to do this for longer years, you definitely getting something. So, the major thing I'm going to say to the people who listen, get yourself a checkup because you never know what can happen. Trust me, I'm happy, bro. But I'm the biggest influence of people telling people, get your ass a checkup because you never know.
Absolutely, man. If you are in the area of Homicide before March, it sounds like that's going to be the cutoff time. Go out, send this man some love, follow his journey along on Instagram. Homicide Outlaw is where you can catch him. Always a great time. Again, Homicide, this was such an honor, man. This is we've been doing this podcast for 5 years, and I can honestly say that this conversation, it's one of the highlights over all 5 years, man. This was such a pleasure. Thank you for being so open with us and trustworthy with us, and all the best for you, my friend. All the best for you.
Thank you so much. It means a lot. Thank you.